You are like paper. I get you in pieces. Some days I have all of you. Some days you only give me a snippet, a glimpse, a shred of you. And on the days I feel torn apart, the paper me finds the paper you.
What are you dressed up for?
I'm going to the ball.
You what?
I said I'm going to the ball.
What are you practicing for?
I'm not practicing for anything.
He's
I'm
doing a
filming.
doco on me.
What are you doing?
People don't realise that you're normal most of the time. I still feel there's a misconception about, I think they think, oh yeah, she's bipolar, she's mental. It doesn't really like that. Wish she had the tape recorder running, eh? Well, we'll get a close up then.
Hello?
Yeah, hi Mum, it's me. How I have to make a documentary for my university class. And well, that's like why I kind of wanted to ask you if I could interview you.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What are you thinking of doing it about? Me?
Yeah. Well, I guess I have a few ideas of what it could be on, but one of them is maybe your bipolar disorder and your state of mind, since when you were diagnosed in your late teens. But I suppose what it is was the idea is that although I feel it's important to acknowledge your bipolar, I think there's more to you as a person from what I've seen, but I feel other people might not see that, so it's important to acknowledge.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I think that's, as I say, quite good, Christine. People don't always see behind your bipolar. As a mother to you as well, I remember I was pregnant and I got told by the doctor that I wouldn't be able to have you because of my illness, but I had you and everything was great. And it's a bit like that out in the world. People don't realise what you can achieve having bipolar.
Right. No, I get that. Like the other day when I went through the photos and things, I came across some old Mother's Day cards, and just made me. It just made me.
I do love you.
What?
I kept those because I love you, and I do love you. Are you criticising me for keeping them?
No, I'm not criticising you for keeping them. I think it's cool that you kept them. I'm just saying that it was quite nice to see that you had kept them, I suppose, and it did make me think though that am a bit scared, I suppose, of losing you, because I remember I don't know how many years ago you told me, but when you said that when you were younger and you you attempted to commit suicide.
Yeah, that's right. I was 25 and I thought that I was helping my mum and dad because they'd had to look after me so much, and that I'd be freeing them. That's how it came about. But really, in reflection, you wouldn't have been, you'd have brought a lot of grief upon them and that, but you don't look at it that way. You think, oh, I was thinking at the time I'd be saving them, not, saving them from having to worry about me.
I guess it does, yeah. It definitely, though, is more about, like, at the end of the day, people care about you, and,
That I would never do that again. So I hope you know that, Christine. That was only the once, and I'm glad I didn't die, because I'm to marry about 3 years later, and another roughly 10 years, I had you. So that was a good thing that I didn't. Didn't happen.
Like,
This is an odd angle, but I wanted to go above, you're ripping above the camera, above the camera, up high. Yes, you're ripping. Yeah, keep doing that.
That's not going to work.
can't include music, I don't think.
What's it?
Because it's you're covering someone else's thing, so it's something to do with ethics and
is it
things.
a copyright or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
it's wrong. What would Elvis say? What would your Uncle Elvis say?
I don't know. Blue suede shoes.
Oh, you know that one.
Yes.
Mum liked blue suede shoes. I used to return to sender. Funny that. Now I'm doing envelopes.
Sender, yeah.
Cut. Cut. That's funny too.
Are you done? So weird. God, I would never take you out dancing.
Take me out. Oh, good. I like to go out.
I said I wouldn't.
I tried really hard not to have postnatal depression, which I didn't get. And then, I don't know what it's called 100%, but I had postpartum distress, I call it. And that's when it happens later on. I wasn't that bonded with you. It might be really horrible, but also one of the district nurses that came round, she said, oh, if you don't want Christine, in other words, there's people crying out to adopt her,
So what, you're going to give me up for adoption or
Well,
something?
not really, but times get hard. You get a bit, even though you're a really good baby, sometimes you get a bit pushed.
What I noticed is there's a lot of photos of me as a baby or my younger years, but there's not as many of me and you together later on. But as I've grown up, there's barely to none at all of us together, and I feel as I saw the way you behaved and your mood shifted quite a bit, you were different from the other mothers, and then I had the negative comments from kids, what they were saying, and I mean, no one wants to be different at that age, and I guess my child self subconsciously began to push you away as a way of protecting you and showing that I love you, because I didn't want you to get laughed at or people to talk negatively behind your back?
Maybe you've got a documentary there. What do you think? Story of love and of a mother and daughter relationship, or illness, like because of who I am, that pushed us apart, but also made us closer together in a weird way.
You gave me a place in your heart. You gave me the room with a view of the sky, so I could watch the sun and the clouds drift by. When I had a bruise, or when you had one too, we both knew right where to kiss it. I know you did your best to raise me. That's all a daughter could ask for, really. I know life hasn't been easy. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. Whenever you're afraid or in a place of trouble, I'll still love you and be there for you. 'Cause that's what mothers and daughters do.